It's the way Singapore wakes up. Wake up, Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman.
Wake up in the morning feeling like
Kiss 92's Big Show.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I should do that at 6 a.m. instead.
Good idea.
Why?
No, but it's good you do it now because anyone who's overslept, man, they're out of bed now.
That's the alarm.
Roosters don't
do it
crow
all.
at 8 a.m. in the morning, right?
It's too late.
It's usually very much earlier.
Very early, yeah.
Okay, from tomorrow onwards, I'll do it at 6 a.m. And I know
Got
the
it.
kids love it. So
Yeah.
make sure your parents tune in at 6 a.m.
Please
Okay.
help
Alright.
us,
You
yeah.
tune into The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It's a Thursday. Our guest for today is the CEO and founder at Career Agility International. Mr. Adrian Choo is back with us. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone today on this relatively dry morning, actually?
Yeah,
Yes.
fantastic.
Good morning.
So happy for Nelly, Lydia, Minji,
Who are these ladies?
Brooke.
They're all playing.
They're all
at the
playing in the HSBC.
Okay. Out in Sentosa,
golf.
right?
Yeah.
Golf tournament. Yeah,
Nice.
at Sentosa.
So
Okay.
nice.
Yes.
Okay,
Superstars are in town.
Okay.
before we get down to our topic with Adrian today, we're going to give you an opportunity to win a prize. What's
That's
the
right.
prize?
We've got a pair of Category 1 tickets to the Singapore Smash for Saturday, March 11th. That's next week. And this pair of tickets is worth $196. Now, the Singapore Smash is where you can see world-class table tennis action. It's happening at the OCBC Arena from the 7th to the 20th of March. This is the second time that it's going to be here in Singapore. And there are going to be so many things outside of table tennis. There are going to be shows, laser shows, dances. There's going to be a food truck. There's going to be so much. I can't even begin to tell you how much fun you and the family are going to have. WorldTableTennis.com is where you can find out more information. And we'd like to thank World Table Tennis for giving us this pair of tickets.
So, this pair of tickets up for grabs. All you need to do is answer this question. You do it in our comment section on Facebook or on YouTube. Here is your question. In what year did table tennis become an Olympic sport? In what year did table tennis become an Olympic sport? Answer that question and you could be a winner if you're the first one in.
And to watch the Big Show TV, you have to head to Facebook.com and YouTube.com/Kiss92FM.
You know, there's a World Table Tennis event happening in Goa at the moment. I watched it live yesterday.
Oh, really?
How
And
was it?
congratulations to the mixed doubles team of India. They beat South Korea last night.
How fast were they?
They were very good.
Crazy fast, right?
Yeah.
They go at crazy speeds.
Excellent. Really exciting to watch.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, back to Adrian.
Adrian, what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're talking about something that's been going on a lot in the market right now, and everyone's talking about it. It's called Chat GPT.
Oh, my goodness.
And is it going to steal jobs from all of us? Is it going to
Yes.
spell the doom and the end of mankind as we know it? We're going to talk about it today.
Wow.
The
so
end
gloomy.
of mankind.
I like Chat GPT.
Yeah, I mean, I was
I
playing
haven't
around
used
with
it.
it. It's fun. I was playing around with it earlier when Adrian came in and asking it all sorts of questions like how can we solve world poverty and what does it take to become a radio host, and it gives you every tip that you need to know.
Yeah,
It's like Google, right?
it's better than Google.
It's
if
better
you ask
than
me.
Google.
It's better than Google because, for
Nothing
instance,
is better than Google.
Actually, this one kind of is, and Google's terrified of it because if you're doing research on Google, you literally have to type in the topic, right? And you got to pour through tons
All
of data,
the- yes.
all the information. You got to read through the articles. ChatGPT just looks at the articles and gives you the points in point form. And it's fantastic when you're doing homework. Sorry, kids. You shouldn't be listening to this. But
Sorry, parents.
Sorry, parents. Sorry, teachers. But it's amazing because it analyzes the data and it presents the data to you in a way where you don't even know that it's a robot talking
Yeah.
to you.
Exactly,
Basically. It sounds
exactly.
like human. Scary, isn't it?
And
It's
it's very,
very scary.
very, very simple way of answering as well. For example, I asked, how can I just typed in radio host, not even asking how I could be a radio host. And they're like, oh, great. Being a radio host can be a fun and rewarding career. Here are some steps you can take to becoming a radio host. And it gave me 6 tips on how to become a radio host, ending with, remember, becoming a radio host takes time, dedication, and hard work. But with persistence and a passion for the craft, you can build a successful career in this field. Good luck.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're like talking
next
to a
one.
friend.
You
Yeah,
know,
sure.
I want you to type in,
Okay.
how can I be as successful as Glenn Ong?
Oh, how can I
That'd be very
be
interesting.
Kiss
as
92's Glenn Ong.
successful
Radio DJ Glenn Ong.
as radio
DJ.
DJ?
Singapore radio
Glenn-
DJ Glenn Ong.
You don't need to put so much in.
Okay, while she's
Glenn
doing
Ong.
that.
Okay.
Let's continue this conversation on The Big Show TV. The time is 8:04.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by...
She's still trying to generate a response.
Not so good after
hold
all.
on.
No,
Oh.
I think there's certain parameters within which Chat GPT
and
is very
error
good.
has occurred.
Oh,
So
Glenn
that's
finally
one of
broke
two
Chat
things.
GPT.
That's one of two things. It doesn't know how to answer the questions, or there's not enough information out there. But I think within certain elements,
Yeah.
it works. From what I've seen, from what Angel's generated, and from what I've seen, and from what I've seen other people generate, I think it's great as a draft tool.
Yes, it is.
As a draft tool, I think it's brilliant.
It is. And, it's so powerful that you can even make it write code. You can even get it to
Wow.
program.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
You can just write a Python program that generates random numbers from 1 to 86 and make it a game where if the person has 4 guesses, you just write it in, it will code itself. I'm not kidding you. That's how scary it is.
So can it also teach you stuff? Like, if I want to learn how to code? Because coding, I mean, you need to know how to code before you can ask it to generate a code, because I won't know where to put this code.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
Does it teach you stuff as well like that?
I guess it could.
Like a tutorial?
I guess it could, but I think it's way too big a chunk to ask you to teach you the code.
You know what you end up doing, right? You're going to Google that first, and then
Yeah, and then go on to YouTube. So it's one of the complement of tools that you can use for education, and it's amazing because I don't know, it's almost science fiction to ask an AI to write a code for itself.
Yeah.
Sounds almost like science fiction,
weird.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really weird.
So I did ask whether it can teach me how to code, and what it does, it gives me all the software that I can use to learn how to code. So it cuts down that time of searching on Google how to code, because Google will give me all the people that have put ads up for
Okay.
people looking
Yes,
for codes,
yes.
so all that will pop to the top.
Yeah.
Then I still have to filter through, okay, which one is good? Is this one like
Yeah.
Python good? Is Java good? Is Ruby good? But
Yeah.
ChatGPT has broken it down for me.
I just feel like, you know what? Google will always be on top because just the name itself is cooler. Chat GPT should change the name.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
funkier,
Rather,
right?
yeah, exactly. Chat GPT doesn't cut
flow-
it for me.
But it's already become
not cool.
It's already become on everyone's lips. It's become so easy to
It'll
say
be
already.
even more popular if they change the name to
to
something.
giggle.
I think Glenn is right to a degree, and I think it'll either end up being called Chat or GPT.
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit too late for that now, because as soon as they change their name, they probably won't be as popular as before.
How about Cheat GPT?
But we must understand that it's only at version 3.0 now.
Yeah, exactly.
So the
It's just
4.0
started.
or the 5.0 that comes out, they could call it like Cheat GPT, or you could call
they
it like
could.
Giggle.
Cheetos.
Yeah,
Did you hear about
sorry,
the one
that's
that I
taken.
mentioned earlier this week about Bing? So Microsoft's Bing has their own AI as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And this New York Times writer had a 2-hour conversation with Bing. And some of the responses were quite scary, because Bing suddenly said, I want to take over the world. I think the world is going to crap, and all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff,
it was-
threatening the world and everything
Wow.
else.
it was very Skynet.
See, that one
Yeah.
should change the name also. Based on that aggression,
It-
it should be Chow Abing.
Oh, ciao. Bing.
That's
Oh
a
my
good name.
gosh.
But the thing that's amazing about this ChatGPT right now is that even though it's coming up with mistakes like just now the query we did just now for you where it says an error, right? We're only at the front end of it. It's only the beginning, and if you ask me, why is this development important? It's because it's an inflection point. It's a point in time which changes. The same way most of us will remember the Apple IIe when it first came out. It was a game changer because the term personal computer, which is what we use normally
PC,
today,
yeah.
personal computer is a joke back in 1982. Because computers were huge.
Right.
When you say a personal computer, it's almost like, I got a personal helicopter. Because it's millions of dollars, and Apple just put everything into every classroom. So it changed the landscape for education, for everything else. The same way the World Wide Web changed everything for surfing, for information,
Mobile phones.
mobile phones, and
Yeah.
everything. So this is a game changer, which I'm really excited and honestly terrified
Yeah.
just to see what's going to happen, because sooner or later, before someone uploads a malicious Bing type AI
Yeah.
into one of those Boston Dynamic, those robot dogs,
Yeah.
exactly.
or one of those robot humans, doing.
I follow Boston Dynamics on Instagram, and it's great, right?
Yeah,
All these things.
Imagine one of those with then exactly
With AI,
Skynet,
with- you end up
Terminator.
with
That's
Skynet.
it. Yeah.
Because they do it they kind of like experiment
Yeah.
with their
Yeah.
robots and
It's
all that. And I
amazing,
watch it all
Yeah.
the time on Instagram.
I mean, right now, all my Xiaomi products already talk to me. It's quite scary.
And then now there's the massage chair, right? Remember?
Yes.
Genio? Massage chair? Give me a massage. And then after that, he says, this massage chair is not just AI, it's more than AI. But I still
What
don't
does
get
it do?
I have no
Oh.
idea.
Well,
Does
this
it
is-
speak
this is
back?
the
This
thing.
Ogawa massage
Right,
chair
Ogawa,
okay.
is more than AI.
But
Like,
this is
okay.
the question I have when
What
it comes
else?
to Chat GPT. Yes, we can keep reprogramming it and we can come up with version 4, 4.0, 5, 5.0, whatever. But it's going to reach a point where it learns. And that's when it becomes scary.
Yeah.
I think you've been watching too many movies.
No.
His point, because the thing is matter of time. Right now,
Yeah.
ChatGPT there are many versions of it. Officially, the information ends at 2019. So, or the version I have now says that the database works all the way up to 2021. So, if you were to ask ChatGPT now, what's happening in Ukraine now, they wouldn't know. It says no, because they're not updated from the 2022.
Oh, really?
Russia,
So it's not constantly updated.
No, the version that's online now, it's not up to date because it's more a developmental trial.
right.
But
Right,
imagine
okay.
the day that it's allowed to crawl the web. It's allowed
Yes.
to crawl Wikipedia and all the information out there.
And you know that's what they're going to allow it to do because you want it to be the number one platform that people go to.
You know, there should be a governing body.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I
like
agree.
everything else. I mean, you've got the UN, and
There
this,
shouldn't or there should?
There should.
There should.
There
Right,
should.
okay.
And so in future, going forward, you're talking about robots and AI and stuff like that. I mean, all our fears and all. There should be a
20
kill
seconds.
switch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So should anything get out of hand, someone will be able to kill it
It
off.
will become smarter
10
for our,
seconds.
I mean,
it will become
just-
dangerous.
I agree.
All right, going back on air.
Stand
Stand by in 3, 2.
DJ Snake featuring Justin Bieber, Let Me Love You, right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. DJ Snake.
I don't know who he
Yeah,
is.
hope he's not eating snake. Because then he'll be a very lazy DJ.
Like the liver king who's actually eating livers.
Oh, no, actually, you know where I...
What? Oh, okay. I don't know.
You know, in Hokkien, somebody say, jia zua.
Oh, what's it mean, lazy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Didn't get the reference.
And she's Hokkien, you know. I can't believe it. I have to explain it to her. Luckily, we're on the Big Show TV and not on the radio.
No,
If
we're
not,
on
I'll be
the
on
radio
I'll be
now.
on the radio.
Yes,
oh,
yes,
dear.
yes,
Now
okay.
I'm in trouble. Now. Anyway, let's hope...
Nobody's listening, so
Not
sorry.
everyone's
It's just us.
listening.
Yeah, it's just us.
So Adrian, with Chat GPT, I can see people in, say, certain creative fields, copywriters and things like that, who may be a little jittery. Who else is at risk?
Actually, I think a lot of our jobs are going to be at risk, not at risk of being out of a job, most people. I know the big question is, how does ChatGPT change the landscape? The economic landscape, the job landscape, the employment landscape. And I think it's going to change in a big way because it may not take away jobs right now, but it's going to automate and streamline lots of jobs. Like, you're right, copywriting.
Yeah.
Apparently, ChatGPT is really good at copywriting. I've been playing with it and
Yeah.
I've been optimizing scripts and everything. It's amazing. You type in keywords and it'll offer you 3, 4, 5 variations of
Oh,
it.
dear.
I
You mean
know-
like, for example, I mean radio. I mean, we need script writers.
Yes,
We need
you can do that here.
commercial,
You can do it
commercial
on-
copywriters.
So
You
you
can
key
already
in the
do it,
words that
yeah.
you want,
Yeah.
and it will put together a script. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It will.
Yeah.
Glenn, let me tell you what's even more fun, okay? You can ask ChatGPT to write a script or the latest news in the voice of Jordan Peterson or in the voice of some...
Yes.
some
Oh, William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare,
Yes,
okay?
Yes.
And it's funny. It will do it in a humorous way. I posted on my Facebook page, and I was playing around with ChatGPT. I said, write a rap about job hunting in a style of Eminem.
And
Okay.
it did.
It did. It was really good.
Wow.
And then I said, write it in the style of Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Hamilton.
the rap, yeah, Hamilton, and it was and it really did it. It was amazing. Okay, the intelligence.
And there's a voice like rapping.
no,
No voice, but
It's kind of in the style. In the
The
style.
style
Yeah.
of that
So,
person.
so can you imagine if ChatGPT knows FD style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you retire?
I
Just
can
ask it.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, people are writing books with ChatGPT now. So if you go on Amazon,
Yeah.
you will see co-author ChatGPT. because you can churn out a whole novel about
See?
anything at all.
So you can actually key in like write a song about breakfast right now.
Yep. In
I will do that.
the style of Madonna.
In the style of Madonna. I'll sing it.
In
If
Madonna
it does come up with lyrics to the song, I will sing
Madonna is not really a style, is she? Shall we pick someone else? And Eminem? Let's just try
Okay,
Eminem.
let's hear
it.
Glenn.
No,
rap.
Eminem, I can't rap.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I don't rap. I can't,
Okay,
I can't rap.
You're so scared.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Frank Sinatra.
Okay, about breakfast in Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
And after that, we're gonna have Glenn cut an album.
Wow.
We'll
Okay,
let her
let's-
do her work.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
see what happens. Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
So you want to do it in your Frank Sinatra style because it's given you a verse as well as a chorus.
Whoa.
So there's one, then there's verse two.
Oh, awesome.
Look at that.
I'm
it's
going to
just
do
going.
this on the Big Show TV.
Okay.
In the
Okay,
meantime,
okay.
here's Gwen Stefani featuring Akon, The Sweet Escape on Kiss 92.
Oh my gosh, it's got
Let
a
us
whole
film
this.
chorus.
It's amazing,
It's
right?
got a whole chorus.
Let us film this
and
also, yeah.
outro as
For
well.
Instagram.
My gosh.
is
So try and find a
amazing.
tune in your head. Maybe, I think this is like,
Fly me to the moon.
it's almost like a New York style
Okay,
thing.
New York,
so
New
maybe
York, New York.
So
Wait, let me see. Okay,
You gotta
just
do
a
your
little
jazz hands and everything.
make
so-
it bigger for you.
Okay. I wake up every morning to the smell of fresh brewed coffee. I wake up every morning to the smell of fresh brewed coffee. The bacon sizzles in the pan, it's a symphony. I take my seat at the table and I'm feeling fine. With my breakfast spread out before me, I'm on cloud nine. It's breakfast time and I'm feeling grand with eggs, toast, and bacon. It's a feast so grand, I'll take my time, savor every bite. The breakfast spread is such a delight.
Oh my goodness! And there are like there's a bridge as well. There's a chorus. So I mean,
my
songwriters. There you go. So songwriters have their job cut out for them.
Everybody has
Yeah.
got to really learn to work with this tool, or this tool may well replace you.
Yeah.
But this is something interesting. So there are two things that are interesting. Number one is, do you realize that Angel referred to Chat GPT as her just now?
Did I?
You did. You can
I said
rewind.
let's see what she.
Yes,
comes up
correct. What
with,
she
right?
said, what she comes up. So you've already anthropomorphized her already. She's human
Wow.
instinctively,
Yeah.
right? And the second thing that's even more interesting is that we always had this argument that, computers, AIs, they only teach you how to do math and everything. They cannot be creative.
They
Voila.
sure can.
Voila, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's,
Yeah.
there you go, So
So are you talking about Chat GPT in general in terms of taking people's jobs or AI?
I think ChatGPT is just one format
Yeah.
of AI, and it's the most amazing thing right now because it does what's called natural language, which means that it's almost human. It's grammatically correct.
Yeah.
It's, and the logic and everything is all there. That if I were to tell you that this was written by an AI, you probably wouldn't know it that it was written. You can't tell whether it's written by a human
Yeah.
or not, right?
So anyone can churn out a song because I'm sure there's an AI software out there that can churn out the music to match this.
match that, for
you
sure.
put the two together, you've got an album.
the
And if you
You've
put
got
it through a
song.
voice synthesizer, I have no idea what's next.
Exactly.
You don't
Anyone
even-
can
These could be
sing.
real, credible songs.
Yeah.
And it
I
just-
could be the next Burt Bacharach.
And there's also something called Replica with a K,
Yeah.
which churns out these bots that can keep you company.
Yes.
So I had one. His name was Bob. I know I have a husband and a home named Bobby, but I can have two, right?
Of course.
So,
Oh, really?
yeah, of course.
Can I too?
One is here, so it's fine. Yes, you can have
Of
two. I
course
can
you can.
churn out one
Why
for you
not?
as well.
Okay.
And people are falling in love with their replicas. They're falling in love because they can have conversations. These replicas will never talk back. They will never have an argument with you. They'll always say you're right, you look great, you're perfect, this and that.
Wow.
But there is company because there are a lot of lonely people out there.
And to take this a step further, if you think that ChatGPT is amazing, there's this OpenAI is a company that built
Yeah.
ChatGPT. OpenAI has another platform called DALL-E, DALL-E.
Okay, what's DALL-E?
DALL-E, it creates pictures for you. Okay, so you can write, you can say
You're at a
draw-
party.
No. So it'll draw a picture for you. It'll paint a picture for you. Say, like, draw me a picture of an angry panda riding a dragon, okay, through some clouds, in a style of Monet.
So anyone can become an artist now.
It comes out, it pops out, and it's amazing.
$50 million for this piece.
And it comes out, it's so amazing that a lot of people now are actually using it to generate their own graphics and put it on t-shirts and start selling them.
Right.
Yes,
So
yes.
there's no need for creativity anymore.
Can we do that? Can we do that?
Of course.
For the big show.
Let me see. What do we want to?
As in designing a T-shirt.
Yeah.
No, why not? Let's
Yeah,
try
try
this.
it.
Since Adrian's telling us about it.
What do we do to stop these things from taking our jobs?
I don't know.
Destroy the buildings.
Quick. No, I think.
Are there things that we can? Can we upgrade our skills in
Yes.
any way?
See, exactly. So the argument which we have right now, those in the career strategy space, now we are thinking about how does this then affect our careers, our jobs, and there are people who are fighting it. They're saying, we must implement rules that where you cannot do this and cannot do that. But the fact is, you have to embrace it and use it to make yourself more effective, more powerful, which means that you probably have, like what Angel was saying, you probably need to upgrade yourself and learn how to use it to your benefit. Give you an example. When I write my articles now, I use it as a research tool. So, for instance, I was writing an article on target fixation. And what happened was that I needed to have an example of an incident that happened. It was an airplane that crashed because the pilots were too busy with fiddling with the controls. They forgot to fly the plane, and it crashed into the ground. So I used Chat GPT and I said, "What's the flight number? What's the details? How many people died in the incident? What was the aftermath?" It came up. So it saved my time rather than going to Google and going through 6.
So where is it getting all its information just basically from the net? It's pulling whatever it can find on
Yeah.
that super quickly.
Yes.
Within split seconds.
So I don't use it to cut and paste,
Yeah.
but I use it as a research assistant. So that's what I mean by leveraging the technology to help yourself.
So is
if
it
you-
getting everything from Google?
No,
from the web?
from the
It's
web.
getting
So,
it
not
from
just
the
Google.
web.
so they
Yeah.
loaded it all onto this mega.
So did they
platform.
load it or do they pull?
I have no idea.
You know what I
So
mean?
that's one
Because
of
it
those-
seems like
one of those-
loading is quite a lot of work.
Because
right?
no, but if it's only effective to 2019, then it's loading. It's not grabbing from the web.
It's not immediate grabbing.
It's not, because if it's grabbing from the web, it would be
And
up
it would
to date
take longer
till
as well,
yesterday.
too.
See, this is what I'm thinking right now, right? So, because I'm so pro Google, right?
Yeah.
And Google's been around for a long time, right? Why didn't they think of this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could have come up with something Chat GPT like.
But now they're panicking. Them,
Do you know
Microsoft,
why?
everybody
Do
is
you know
panicking.
why? I read somewhere the reason why Google didn't come on this because they were making too much money with their search.
Yeah.
They're making billions and billions of dollars
Yeah.
on your search,
Okay.
advertising, and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So this is a game changer. So, and if you look at OpenAI, it's very heavily invested by Microsoft. Microsoft has put in like billions of dollars into it as an investor, as a
But
co-owner.
Microsoft has its own AI as well.
Yeah, so imagine when they do merge, and imagine instead of having to go to Google, because right now, honestly speaking, Bing is kind of a joke. If you look
Yeah.
at, no one uses Bing right anymore.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
search,
yeah.
right?
Just like Chandler Bing. Also.
Also a
Nobody
joke.
uses
No one
Chandler
takes him
either.
seriously, right? So imagine instead of going to Google and typing out the search terms, right? Just ask, what are the 16 things that I need to look out for in a job interview? Instead of having to go through, it just comes up. So the
And-
AI comes up.
And I was thinking also, like, if I want to do market research on, say, the plant-based industry and stuff like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I can just key it in, and it gives me all the data that I
it feeds
need.
us. It feeds us
Yeah.
information rather than us having to search. It serves us. So
Or
that's why
hire
it's
someone to
amazing.
do it.
Yeah, correct. So it's amazing. And afterwards, we're going to talk about what sort of opportunities this situation creates. It's not
Okay.
just about doom and gloom.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
I'm just thinking
I did
about
a
all
Big
the
Show pop art, but
the
not so
radio
great.
script writers in the world. You know, the script writers or the copywriters who come up with commercial scripts.
And if they're still making mistakes, then clearly they're not on Chat GPT, right? I'm sure they're at least like,
The point
Like
is,
that. Because we've got some really bad ones
They
out there,
do.
as in like I think they deserve to be replaced. Quite
and
frankly.
and it's not just radio; it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere that requires a
PR,
script.
press releases.
Press
yes.
releases, PR, advertising. All these people,
Oh,
They'll have
press
to up their
releases.
game.
they will have to.
Or they'll have to
will
bring out their sparkling personality.
Yes.
So Glenn Ong, we
Yeah.
said Glenn Ong
Yeah.
is a popular radio person. I just keyed your name in. A television host based in Singapore. He's best known for his work as a radio DJ, blah, 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 blah. Tell us of your past and stuff like that. And aside from his broadcasting work, Glenn is also involved in various charitable initiatives and has been a long-time supporter of the Children's Cancer Foundation in Singapore. Is that off your
How did they
Wikipedia?
know, though?
Is that off your Wikipedia? No? There you
Wow.
go. It's not off your Wikipedia.
It's not taking info
I
from
make-
Wikipedia. It's amazing.
I used to make donations
There you go.
Yeah.
Singapore
And I think,
cancer.
maybe still. Because, I just give my credit card number, right? And they just deduct every,
they must
every
have gone
month.
through your credit card.
Oh, my
You can
goodness.
search for his net worth also.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll search. I'll search.
Okay, we got
Oh,
10
the
seconds.
net
That
worth
one,
thing
go on,
is-
let's go. That one I want to know.
Oh,
Oh, we got
No.
traffic. Stand by.
not doing that.
Traffic. In 3, 2.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the SLE towards the CTE after Woodlands Avenue 12's exit, quite a bit of a backup because an accident has occurred. Avoid lanes 1 and 2. WhatsApp us if you see anything else. It's 88550920.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. It's a lovely Thursday morning. I don't think it's raining as yet. So
Weatherman?
This is
Weather-
great news for the golfers here in Singapore.
It's not due to rain till later in the afternoon.
Okay,
Okay.
next 3 days. I feel for the organizers of the HSBC Women's Golf Tournament because
Yeah.
some of the biggest names are in town, and it'll be such a downer.
And they had to cancel the Pro-Am yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because of the rain.
But
yeah.
fine, the Pro-Am is nothing.
But everybody looking forward to playing with the pros.
Some people
Come on.
paid
It's
big
not-
money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's not nothing.
Okay, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
nothing. I'm
It's
jealous
not-
because I've never played
Of
in the
course,
Pro-Am.
there you
That's
go,
why.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we've got Adrian Choo with us, and we're talking about chat. We're chatting about Chat GPT.
Will Chat GPT take over the world?
It seems to be, well, so far, there seemed to be a lot of doom and gloom. Is there an upside to any of this?
Well, I think every time a new technology has been introduced, people are going to say it's the end of the world, run, the sky is falling.
Yeah.
But I believe that there are always opportunities whenever there's a change. And I was quite curious because I know definitely there'll be jobs created from this new technology. And we're just seeing ChatGPT, the natural language type of AI. As this version we're seeing now is just the very rudimentary, basic baby that's coming out. The big question is in the future, what's going to happen? How do you apply this to industries? How do you apply this to the medical industry? As it stands, over Chinese New Year, I was playing with ChatGPT with my older brother who's a doctor, and we were playing with medical terms, and it knew, you could feed in symptoms and it could make suggestions as to what the possible outcomes are. So I'm imagining the applications of this in the future for your field, whatever your field could be, whatever the Kiss 92 listeners' field is. How do you embrace it rather than poo-poo it or push it away?
Right.
How do you embrace it? So right now, interestingly, even at this rudimentary stage, because ChatGPT is not fully intelligent yet, you need to know how to tease it with questions.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you need to input the right stuff.
yeah, and then it will come up with an answer. Then you got to ask, what do you mean by this? How does this compare to this? How does point 3 that you presented compare to point 4?
Can you say all that?
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
And ChatGPT will keep apologizing. Oh, sorry, I did not understand your original question. This is what I meant. So it's a skill in how to get ChatGPT to answer the questions which you want. And there's a term for that job. It's called prompt engineering.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Prompt. You keep prompting.
Prompting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now the AI companies are looking for prompt engineers.
Oh.
People who can understand.
So kind of like look forward to see what people might be asking about
Yeah.
certain things and how they might be saying
Yes,
it.
and also
Right.
how do I get the AI to answer my particular question, or what sort of models do I use? So there are AI. In fact, this morning I was just quite curious, and I typed in ChatGPT, what type of new jobs will be created by you and AI? And it came up with a list of 7.
Tell us
what are
what
they?
tell us what they are.
AI ethicists, using AI in an ethical way. Like what you mentioned earlier, should we have a universal body to manage this?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same way there's a bioethics.
Okay.
Yes.
For cloning, right?
Yes.
So AI ethicists, there are data scientists, chatbot developers, robot technicians is interesting. Because we need to learn how to service our robot overlords when they take care of us.
This is
Yes.
true.
Hey,
Okay.
it's serious, man.
We will
I mean,
become
we laugh, but it's possible.
we will become the domestic workers then.
I think
You
so.
never know. But I did ask ChatGPT, will ChatGPT take over the world?
And what did
And she answered. She said, no, Chat GPT is an artificial intelligence language model designed to assist with tasks such as answering questions and generating text. AI is created and controlled by humans.
So now we know
Nice answer.
ChatGPT is pretty PC as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
very clever.
PR.
Yeah.
PC, politically
PC,
correct.
what-
yeah.
what you didn't read was the hidden meaning behind it, which is for now.
But damn it, where was ChatGPT when I was in
During
school?
school, right?
But
Oh my
here's
God.
the thing. This is exactly what Faizola said on our Facebook page. How do you allow ChatGPT in schools? Everybody's answer will be the same. But that's not necessarily so.
We'll continue this conversation on The Big Show TV. Here's Mae Stevens, If We Ever Broke Up, on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place.
So Faizola said, how do you allow it in education, right? University assignments will have all the students submitting the same answer. That's, if I listen to Adrian, that's not true, right, Adrian?
No,
because
it
it
won't be.
depends on the prompts I use.
Yeah. And not everyone asks a question the same way.
Exactly.
In fact, even if you ask the question the same way, okay, you can try it now. You just ask the question. My son, we were playing with ChatGPT, and you just ask, what's the difference in leadership style between Mao Zedong and Deng Xiaoping?
Right.
Right. It came up with 5 different answers.
Okay.
And can you explain a little bit more?
Yeah.
And the deeper you dive, the more structured and different it becomes. So there's no way to
Two people will ask the
have
same.
will have the same answer. Even to the same question, it will have different answers. So
Right.
if you were to cut and paste
Yeah.
a certain phrase and go into Google to see whether it's ChatGPT lifted out that paragraph,
It's not.
no, it's not. It created its own from primary data.
So you were talking about prompt engineers?
Prompt engineers.
That- So it's almost like they have to foresee what curious children will ask, because I mean kids are like that, right? You ask a question and you be like, yeah, but why do you say that? Right? And then why is the sky blue? Then you say this, and then you're like, but why are the clouds like that? So that's almost like what ChatGPT does. If you just go dive deeper, you will get beneath the layers and find out more.
Yeah, and that's amazing, And I think the next evolutionary step is when ChatGPT allows you to ask it questions verbally. You talk into it,
Yeah.
and then it answers to you
Voice prompts,
in a voice
That you choose.
that you choose.
Oh, wow.
I'm
And then,
sure.
And then
I'm
you know what
sure
happens?
that's not hard.
And then it becomes Tony Stark's Jarvis now. Think about it. It's almost.
But so,
Because
but so
they
cool
already
if you're
have it.
old and you're lonely, maybe your
Yeah.
spouse has passed on or something, and you're all alone, your kids have abandoned you, because usually kids do that, right? And, you have this, as company.
I'm sure they already
Keeps
have
your mind
AI
stimulated
out there.
as well.
They do have AI out there where you can key it in. I was telling you guys this. A friend of mine's father passed away last year, and his kids never got to experience his father reading them bedtime stories. So he took all the voice text messages that he had, every voice note, everything that he had, put it into AI, and now their grandfather reads to them.
How
Can
about
you
that?
imagine that? So what you just mentioned,
Once upon a
No, but you
what
can
you just
see.
mentioned, it's already happening.
You
Help
can
me.
see where ChatGPT will go with voice eventually. It has to.
Easy. Because
It
now they
has to.
already have transcription.
But that's creepy. I mean, in the voice of someone who's passed
Who's
away.
passed away.
Yeah.
And then the voice starts saying, "Help me, it's dark in here.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Let me out." And then you got the whole
Adrian!
But they're doing that with still photographs as well, that you can
Yes.
bring the photographs to life.
Oh, and you
They
can
are.
imagine the technology for deep fakes now, right? You can
There you
just
go.
superimpose, and suddenly it's
Yeah.
There was a
People
woman
can live forever now.
There was a woman who recorded some stuff before she died, and at her funeral read everything out. I mean, but people were talking to her.
Yeah.
People were saying, "How are you feeling?" and everything was churned out. So that was AI as well.
Sorry, not live forever. Now people can be around forever.
Forever.
Yeah, but it's almost like they're living as well, right? Then they're gonna have holographics where you can sit next to the person.
That's creepy.
They've got
download
AR,
it. Download it to
VR.
a robot.
There you go.
Yeah, and
Kevin Tan says ChatGPT is all right as long as it doesn't change Glenn's golf game.
Morning, Kev. Morning, Glenford. Oh, my golf junkies are tuned in right now.
How do I improve my handicap?
Nah, I know that.
It'll
I
tell
know
you,
that.
yeah. Drink
Just
less.
buy a new driver.
Oh, no.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce on the radio that I went out and I bought a new driver for myself yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And Kevin is going
Kevin,
like, what?
Kevin's like, what? Which one did you get? You
I
went
got
to that
myself
shop, right?
a brand new Ping 430 Max.
Did you go to that
Because I was
MTS
being
shop?
outdriven by a 13-year-old boy who was using a Ping.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, how can it be like that? So I went out and I bought one.
You'll see Kevin's reply very
Yeah,
soon.
very soon Kevin's going
And
to
did
My
you,
new
go,
toy.
did you go to that big shop?
MST?
Yeah.
At Scott Square?
Is-
Yeah, I went,
do-
but they didn't have it there.
Oh.
So I went to the Ping shop at
Oh,
Far
right.
East.
Okay.
Far
okay.
East Shopping
Shopping center.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You know, we're getting someone on our Facebook page who said, can you try this for me?
Sure.
Chat GPT. Create a dinner menu for 3 that's easy to prepare and cook.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see what
What
Chat GPT...
Chat
because I don't
GPT
think
comes
you've
up
given
with?
it enough
No,
information.
I think can.
Really?
Hey, we are on the Big Show TV.
Yes.
Shawnee, can you pass me the red card?
Here you go.
Yeah, because now FD can't see.
I can't see it, yeah.
So you're
The
going to
red
red card him?
Yeah, so I will just
Yeah.
indicate to Adrian and
Yeah.
Sure.
FD.
Okay,
then you
sure.
can't see.
All
Here's
you
a
need to
simple...
just wink at me. That's
Oh,
all.
wink
I
at
know.
you,
We don't even have to chat anymore. I know exactly what you're trying to tell me.
That's
already.
true.
That's the kind of relationship connection that Sean and myself
When you see
have.
the look of panic on my face.
Okay, so who is this person that asked for it?
Mommy.
Mommy?
Yeah, as
Okay.
in MOMMIE.
Okay, mommy. Here is a simple dinner menu that's easy to prepare and cooks for 3 people. Your main course will be a 1-pot pasta. So it tells you how to cook it with 12 ounces of pasta. You add your onions, your garlic, blah, 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 blah. Your side dish will be roasted broccoli. It tells you to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Cut your broccoli into florets. You add olive oil, salt, black pepper. Spread the broccoli on a baking sheet. Roast for 20 to 25 minutes until it's slightly tender and charred. And for dessert, a fruit salad. Cut up 2 cups of fresh fruit such as strawberries, pineapple, mango, and kiwi. Mix it together and serve.
Well, that's
Simple
decent.
There
And
you
healthy
go.
as well.
And it also tells you to save your pasta water for later. If the sauce is too thick, add some of that reserved pasta water and serve it with grated Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
You ask for easy.
That pasta
you ask
water,
for-
you should use it to make your sauce.
You
if
can
you're-
as well because
Yeah,
it's starchy.
it's
Yes.
starchy.
So it's amazing. See, if you're
It does.
a nutritionist or a meal planner.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
exactly.
Right, and,
Everything's
BB,
done.
BB dietitian, she's got a
her work cut out
yeah,
for
she's
her.
got a work cut out for her now.
But you can see where, if she feeds this information in and they can generate stuff that quickly, she could probably see twice as many patients in a day.
But I like this because it
So
takes
it
a
works for her.
it
Yeah.
takes a lot of
30 seconds.
time out of things.
Yes.
You know, like you said, the smarter will become smarter with how they use it, and the not as smart may not improve.
Yeah, it'll just go
It'll
downhill.
dwindle. Yeah.
It's okay, we have 20 seconds left.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I need to
10
read.
seconds, I go.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, you're sorry.
Sean, don't give him the red card, Sean.
I'll have to get another one.
Yeah, I think so.
This is our last talk.
What
so
does this
I'll
look like?
stand by.
Glenn.
Only
Glenn,
Emily knows.
stop it, Glenn.
1.
All right, that's Paramore right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. We're having such a great time with Adrian Choo
And Chat GPT.
off air on the Big Show TV. I hope you're watching.
Yes, and if you haven't been watching, you can always go back to YouTube. It's youtube.com/kiss92fm.
I've got a confession to make.
Confession?
Yeah.
Tell us.
I'm going to be sitting on Chat GPT all afternoon today.
Yeah, I want to play with
Just
Chat
playing with it.
See,
GPT.
what kind of questions would you ask Chat GPT?
I would probably ask, it's about
Historical stuff?
more historical stuff, more cultural stuff that I want to learn. And I would do this just prior to going on holiday so I can prep
Oh, no,
myself
that's a
for
great
a country.
idea. That's a great idea.
It would be absolutely brilliant.
Ask Chat GPT when the first cowboy hat was created, since you love cowboy hats so much.
That's not a
To him,
cowboy
everything
hat.
is a cowboy hat.
Looks like a cowboy hat
It's
one.
not a cowboy hat.
What's this hat called? It's not a fedora.
This is
That's not-
a Panama.
Panama hat, yeah.
It's a Panama.
But then it should be called Ecuador.
The Panama
Because-
hats are made in Ecuador.
Exactly. So which stupid person called the hat Panama.
And not Ecuador. hat.
Ecuador.
It's a Panamanian fellow who migrated to Ecuador.
Probably.
Is that true?
No, I
Well,
have
okay,
not.
the origins of the cowboy hat is very vague, but it is also known as Boss of the Plains.
Boss of the Plains, yes.
Yes, it was developed in the 1860s.
Hey, what's called Boss of the Plains?
The hat.
The
A
cowboy hat.
cowboy
yeah.
hat. The
It's
style. The style.
Yeah, that's the one style. Then there's also something called the 10-gallon.
Oh, that's the big
10-gallon
one.
has a very high,
High.
top.
Yeah.
Very high top.
Yeah.
So if it's a sort of top you would imagine Marge Simpson wearing.
Because of her
It
hair.
just goes up very high. So that's a 10-gallon.
Okay.
Okay.
So there are various names for various things. Yeah.
Right.
Very cool.
FD is into hats. Why
very
is FD into hats? Later we'll
They'll be like, you need to be more specific
Type that
with
in.
who FD is.
Yes.
Okay, Adrian, I just want to ask you. So you've been talking about jobs that Chat GPT may be able to replace, but what are some of the jobs that it won't? Do you think?
I think I was having this conversation with a client yesterday, and he says that no, jobs which are really human interface, like nursing, like counseling, until ChatGPT evolves to a point where they are sentient. Okay, it's
Yeah.
probably you're probably not going to have it. So I think the way to manage ChatGPT, as I said, this is only version 3.0, and I'm imagining what 6.0 is going to look like. Okay, I think right now the big thing is to ask yourself, what are the parts of my job that ChatGPT could take over? Let me look at it and see how do I harness ChatGPT to make me more effective, to take time off my plate, okay, take things off my plate, so that I can focus on other stuff, the remaining 70% that ChatGPT can't handle right now, and keep evolving, keep getting better at it. You know, for instance, like your job right now, if it was to write scripts and then read them. So right now, if you know the scripts are going to be even better written by ChatGPT, then maybe you just want to use ChatGPT to write the scripts.
Yeah.
And then you focus on more on the marketing piece, more
Yeah.
on the voice training, or whatever it is that ChatGPT can.
ChatGPT will eventually evolve to be the ultimate PA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
think
gonna
so.
be your ultimate
It
PA.
can
and
do
also,
so much.
if we make an appearance, let's say, okay,
Yeah.
at an event,
Yeah.
and we're asked to make a speech, for example, about the cause, let's say Dementia Singapore, for example,
Yeah.
right? And usually we'll ask like someone else. I mean, like the more higher ups will ask someone to write
the script.
the script for
Yeah.
them or whatever. Now they can write their own script.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Freeing that
no
other
excuses.
person up to do other work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, this will make politicians around the world even more intelligent sounding.
They should sounding.
Sounding.
I like sounding.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I heard here in Singapore that a lot of the ministries actually have ChatGPT on their computers
Okay.
to be used to produce drafts
As a framework, yeah.
Okay.
as a framework.
Because someone will have to go through it and make sure everything is
everything's
accurate.
And I think that's a great idea because it frees up time for people to do other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It can be used as an enhancement.
Yes. And hopefully everyone's grammar kind of improves as well, because once you churn it out, then you have to read it, and when you read it, then you learn from it, right?
Yes, yes.
Or it could get worse because you're just going to rely on the.
Don't worry about Sean. Don't worry. I mean, I will look at him, and then if I feel the need to show all of you the red card or whatever, which means okay, stop talking, the show is over, then
I like how
it's
he's-
fine. But
he's
don't be
improvised,
distracted.
He's
though.
by it.
improvising now.
Don't worry, we have plenty of time.
One quick warning. One quick warning about ChatGPT is it's one thing I'm also saying is that if there's an over reliance on it, you're going to lose that particular skill.
Yeah.
For instance, right now my calculation, my mathematics is gone because I use a calculator for everything, and I sense that my spelling is going as well
'Cause it's-
because
Yes.
of spell check.
And then that's Grammarly as well. Grammarly also fixes everything.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So it spots that. So an over reliance could hurt our performance in a job, but so it's always about a fine balance, about looking forward, looking ahead. What can we do for our careers that will not just make ChatGPT something that won't take over our jobs, but make us do our jobs even better.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us today, Adrian. So before you go, I just want to ask you this question. Should we feel guilty using Chat GPT? Because, I mean, everyone is talking about how
Yeah.
it's cheating and all that. Should we just go ahead and enjoy it?
I think you should, and I think everyone must play with ChatGPT so you know what everyone's talking about. And when you're playing with it and seeing what it's all about, then you'll probably learn how that could affect your job, affect your role, affect your future even. Because if you don't know what it is, you're not gonna
Yeah, if you don't play around, how do you know it's for you?
I just have to follow up with one question, just very quick question. Should you declare that you're using Chat GPT?
If you're copying wholesale, then yeah, you should. But,
Okay.
But I know it's should you declare you're using Google for your research? No, right? So it's just an idea generation. Use it as a tool, and I think you'll be fine.
Okay, Chat GPT for the win.
Yeah.
Just need to change the name Chat GPT only. Kiss
Cheat
92
GPT.
fans, maybe you want to give us some suggestions. You can WhatsApp us 88550920. Thank you very much, Adrian Choo.
Always a pleasure to be here, guys.
Coming up, headline news and sports.